Welcome to Spencer Mills, population of 37,520. And unfortunately for them, this is the site of a Soviet invasion. What would have happened if the Soviets pulled off an amphibious invasion during the 1980s somewhere along the Pacific coast? Much like the movie Red Dawn. Or I guess the other movie, Red Dawn, which was the remake of the original. Today, we're going to be exploring that. What would it have looked like? What kind of weaponry would be used? And who would ultimately come out as the victor? Guys, it's okay to invade the beach now. Let's see just what would happen. If I'm a high schooler, why am I with a bunch of army soldiers and I've got an M16A2 with an M203 grenade launcher under it? And why are there Russian naval amphibious attack craft off the coast here? Okay, let's go ahead and say hello to them. Okay, that was significantly inadequate. The soldiers just like abandoned the beach. I don't think we're gonna be able to defend this very well. Oh gosh, there's machine gun fire behind me, isn't there? Wait a minute. They've got amphibious tanks. Those are PT-706s, I think. Their camouflage is really good. So they all left the beach, I guess, presumably for an ambush? That's actually pretty decent tactics for Ravenfield AI. Let's see how this does. Naturally, I do have a M72 Law. I'm gonna have to find the tanks and use it against them. See, there's one right there. There's no way I'm gonna be able to hit this thing first shot, and I've only got 2 rounds. Hold on. Oh wait, they all just jump off? That's gonna be difficult to blow them up. Well, I got some of them. The bad news is someone shot me in the tuchus, and I've only got 1 grenade round left. Oh, Timothy, what a name. Okay, that's an interesting looking vehicle. So when we look at the map, we've got a bunch of different defensive points. I don't know if we're gonna be able to hold the beach. So instead of trying to do that, I did see a bunch of armor that we have. This is like, I guess would be the equivalent of the National Guard stuff. What is this? This is a beautiful vehicle. A V-150 infantry fighting vehicle? Well, unfortunately, I'm looking at the wrong direction. Now, we don't have any air support at all. No helicopters, no planes. This is a surprise attack by the Russians, so I guess it stands to reason that we wouldn't have all of our best equipment ready to go and to defend the homeland. I've got bad news. The Soviets have taken both of the beach landings. How many infantry do you think I can get in this thing? We're gonna try to pick up some troops, but here we go. Welcome to Spencer's Mill, established in 1926 with a humble population of 37,520 people. And it's the 1980s, so I like to think that we have Pizza Hut and Blockbuster and, well, close to their heyday, right? Or is that like I mean, that's really the 90s. But the 80s probably had it too, right? Right? Like, what are we fighting for? Oh my gosh, something just exploded right here. We got infantry holding the line. I have no idea what that was. Let's get a closer look. Okay, it's a Humvee. It's one of ours. I don't know what destroyed it. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your butts. Oh! We just ambushed that armored personnel carrier. Speed limit's 30. I don't think we're gonna get too much over that. I would hate to get pulled over in the middle of a war zone. That would be terribly inconvenient. And we gotta fire in the tracer fire? Wait a minute. According to the map in the radar, there's an armored vehicle over here. Well, there was. Oh, there he is. Oh. Oh, this thing is beautiful. That was... Look at all those infantry. The Soviets are invading our territory. I mean, that's really the entire premise of Red Dawn, is that the defender of one's home country has a natural advantage, especially, you know, when the topography and geography of the area lend itself to hit and run tactics. Okay, I've played a lot of Ravenfield in my time. This is my absolute favorite machine gun I've ever used. Ever. I don't know what it is about it. It sounds great. It hits hard. It destroys the enemy. And on top of that, I've got a very favorable ammunition count, which is infinity, aka so long as I don't overheat the gun. Hold on. But look at this. I thought we were fighting those little like amphibious tanks, and we were, but this is an amphibious vehicle that I'm not too familiar with, and I adore amphibious landing craft. But it does not have very good armor on the sides of this thing. So that was quite easy. Look at that poor guy. Pipe. Get wrecked, Pipe. We've more or less held the enemy to the beach landings. I just took a hit. What? Why are they using our Humvees? Ooh, I just got absolutely smashed. Oh no. I'm gonna have to make it back to friendly lines because my vehicle just exploded. Wolverines! Using that vehicle was effectively playing on easy mode, and unfortunately, I'm back on foot with 3-round burst M16. That is less than ideal. I was about to ask if I can shoot through it, and the answer is yes, because they were able to shoot back at us. Is that friend or foe? What's our code word? I don't even think we have a code word. Something big is firing its main gun. I think, oh, I know what it is. I just can't see it. We're gonna do the technically difficult bunny hop scouting technique. It's only difficult because you need to not die while you're doing it. Okay, I just saw an explosion over there, and I'm hoping that's what it is. Timothy! I'm tempted to switch up my guns, and I probably will the last time we need to tactically respawn. Soldier, where are you going? Ooh, you got the big grenade launcher. I love like 80s Cold War era weaponry. There's just something so classic about it in video games. It's so simple, you know? All right, so like, look at this. We've basically turned this highway into an ambush zone. Oh, there it is. All right, let's get our law out. Oh, we hit right next to it. Did you see that? Did you see how close we were? He's moving. Oh, I see how to aim this thing. Oh gosh. I mean, I hit it. I'm just out of bullets now. I've got a grenade launcher, but I don't think... Oh, the tank is destroyed. Here we go. There's my grenade. Anticlimactic, it's short. I need a medic. All right, this is the M14. When I was younger, for whatever reason, I think it was just the sheer aesthetics of this gun, it was my favorite looking gun. Dang it. We're low. Uh-oh. Billy, watch out! Come on. That's a hit. Lower glacis? We were just under it. This is not good. There's a Humvee with a 50 cal on top. I don't know what he's supposed to do to that thing. The answer's not much. That guy just got turned into jelly. Needless to say, you're gonna have a hard time being alive if you're dead, you know? But especially if you're dead as jelly. Are there no ammunition? Reinforcements anywhere? There's no supplies? I mean, we weren't set up to defend our homeland against a secret, covert Soviet invasion. Okay, we just took out the tank, but look at this. Is that a truck coming down the highway? Well, it was, now it's dead. All right, I just got equipped with this bad boy. It's the XM21, which looks like an M14 with a scope on it. And I got my favorite vehicle maybe ever now. This thing is just so beefy. So right now we need to find the highway, and I think the best way is to just look for the power lines here and follow those to where the shooting's happening. Now we're gonna get to try out what it's like to be the Soviets and do the invasion, just to get an idea of the full experience of this map. We're definitely going over 30 miles an hour now. I wish we had a speedometer. All right, we need to find, oh shoot. Okay, there is I think it's a PT-706, which I believe, man, we need a crew member for this thing. Yes, light them up. What is that sound? It sounded like someone had a, oh, it's you up there with a 50 cal. That's a very, very well-placed 50. Whoever's in charge of, you know, the defensive formations here, I mean, bravo, well done. Is this some weird, like, cornfield? All right, the Russians lost a battalion. All we have to do is hold one more. Wait a minute. They're taking a flag point over here. We need to reinforce that. I've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders, and the quality of life of being able to, like, ping the map and have an idea of where you need to go in the UI, in the HUD, would be a dream. I'm wondering, should I make a video on Arc Raiders? Guess the answer is probably yes. Wait a minute, hold on. There's guys in the trees. Oh my gosh! All right, we popped smoke. We're on fire. We've got 5 health left. The engine is billowing a smoke that is not supposed to be billowing. Wait, I do have a wrench. Oh, sweet. I'm basically a mobile mechanic. We should be able to keep this thing back in the fight. So I guess the answer of, well, what if the Russians, or the Soviets rather, secretly and, you know, in a surprising fashion invaded the United States of America? Here, it's clear that we're on the Pacific coast, I would guess. Or I guess we could be the northern Atlantic coast. There's something big and smoky over there. I think that's an enemy. You're all 430? Yeah, that's... Where did you come from? I see our troops. Look at this guy. What are you aiming at? I don't even see anything over there. Oh, we got the Patton tanks out. Big Daddy is out on the field. I see a truck. I'm gonna light it up until it blows up. Hopefully in the explosion it hurts some of the surrounding troops. We could totally counterattack with this armored column. If my AI teammates are more intelligent than artificially intelligent, we've got a really good case for having a pretty strong armored counterattack. I mean, there was all this talk with World War II and D-Day. It was like, oh snap. That's what the Germans were saying. Oh snap. No, that like if the Germans had known where the Allied landings would be, they could have had their Panther tanks ready to kick us off the beach. But, you know, through some... Oh my gosh, what is lighting up that... Get lit up, son. Yeah. I do very much love that little Soviet amphibious landing craft. I can't wait to use one. There was a very interesting video game many years ago, and I just remember the trailer was like, this was the premise, sort of like, oh snap, red tracer fire, was basically a surprise Soviet invasion of the United States. And in the trailer of the game, they used container ships, and from the containers sprouted forth one of the most majestic aerial fighting vehicles ever, which is the Mi-24 Hind. And I just remember that, like, we're talking like, I don't know, I was a little kid, man. And this has got to be like, I forget what year it was. But I just remember thinking that was so cool. Hold on. I think we got eyes. Nope, that's an American. I'm so happy I had some trigger discipline. Oh, yeah. So, needless to say, for a tank to be able to swim, it has to have very weak armor. This thing has incredibly weak armor, so even my heavy machine guns and my allies' weaponry, oh gosh, are able to penetrate this. I'm switching to the wrench. I'm popping smoke. Oh, did you see that? Now they don't have vision of us. Okay. Oh no! The Patton tank just got lit up. I gotta retreat. We're gonna do a shooting retreat. Uh-oh. Oh snap. They just missed us. Okay, that one didn't miss us. Retreat! Boys, get to the front. Oh, dude, look at these M60s. We got an M60 with a bipod. That looks like an M16 with a bipod. So that's the assault rifle or battle rifle, and that's like the light machine gun variant. All right, let's try this thing out. Where they at? Nazdarovia, Tovarish. All right, we're knocking them down. There we go. So 3 in a row. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can I commandeer you? I want you. We're getting artillery striked. All right, I don't think this is gonna work. I don't know what is blowing us up. Headshot. All right, we gotta get out of here. I think I had an ADHD moment where I was mid-sentence and then I totally got distracted. But basically the idea is, if the Russians invaded a beach during the 1980s, but it was near a National Guard station, and even though we didn't have air power, well, I guess the Soviets don't either, we would have had access to some pretty decent stuff, so where we had a fighting chance. So now I'm gonna take the M48A5 Patton. Look at that little turret on the top. It's so goofy and cute. But I have an AI in my tank, thankfully, so he's gonna be able firing that. It looks like a 50 cal machine gun to me. I used to know everything there was to know about tanks from like World War II into the Cold War era. Feels like a lifetime ago now. All right, so we've got HVAPDS. Look at our rounds. Heat, APERS, a 7.62x63, and then the repair wrench. We got some very interesting shells. Armor piercing, APERS, HVAP. Like some of these rounds are probably overkill based off some of the vehicles that we're going to be fighting against. Very thinly armored amphibious landing craft, both the tank and the transport variant. This is my favorite part, like when we roll by here and it's just like, welcome to Spencer Mills. Is that Humvee twerking? Oh, it's stuck on the light pole. Don't text and drive, guys. Don't text and drive. All right, so the enemy has taken a point, and wait a minute. Ha! A BMP-1. I thought, oh, I guess BMPs are amphibious too. One shot was all it took to destroy that. What are we looking at? All right, let's check intel. There's still, oh, hold on. Something's charging us. PT-76. Okay, it's not a PT-706. It was just PT-76. Man, I tell you, I used to know it all, man. I used to know it all. And that's the V-150 FSV Woodland. Dude, look at those things just explode and billowing up plumes of smoke as we smote their ruin down upon the mountain. I'm gonna nickname my tank Gandalf. I like how he's just shooting that light pole. Okay, I see him. Switching to machine gun. And these are 7.62 rounds, so they're pretty beefy. There's an interesting, like, bullet dispersion. What am I stuck on? I guess the answer is, like, I'm sort of between the treads. Uh-oh. Hold on. Armored vehicle. I mean, it's technically armored vehicle. It's a truck, but still. A Ural 4320. There's a joke somewhere. I don't know what it is, but it's about Ural and urologist. I can't find the pun right now. I wouldn't say I'm a very punny person. Oh, buddy, you did. That's friendly mowing him down. That guy, whoever's the driver, this needs to get ticketed after this altercation. He ran over a friend. What are we shooting at? I never know what he's shooting at. Hold on. Tank in the open. Oh gosh. RPG. All right, where is he? I saw the PT-76. There you are. He's roasted. Wait, and those are allies. They must have been in that armored car. All right, let's see if we can't make it down to the beach. All we have to do is defeat 22 more troops. And I'd like to think that the Soviets would go into full retreat. I love our red tracers. All right, we're gonna start healing up a little bit. 66, 73, so we heal about 5 per pop, or 7, because that's actually how math works. 5 isn't 7, 7 is 7. You're welcome. Math 101 with Baron. Hello there. Wait, that's friend. Oh my gosh, I almost lit you up. They've lost the battalion. Now all we have to do is retake the beach, and then we'll be able to mop up any remaining troops that are stuck on the land. Did you just shoot me? You did. Well, goodbye. That was so satisfying. Oh, look at this guy. All right, let's see if our 7.62 is not working. Look, you can't do that. He was waving at us. Did you see that? That was hilarious. Okay, if I get this patent onto the beach, they're toast. They're not in it. Wait, hold on. These guys are like, I don't know if we want to go. I wouldn't want to go if I were you either, man, but staying on the boat is not the play. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, the shot. What? It wasn't firing when I was telling it to fire. This thing takes forever to load. Jeez, we almost died, but we have secured the beach. Now we'll be able to call in air support to take out those ships and mop up and capture any remaining Soviet troops on the mainland. Ladies and gentlemen, we have defended America. Now let's try to attack it. So this is the situation. We have Assault Ship 1 and Assault Ship 2. There is a river. There's definitely a case for running a transport ship up the river and capturing checkpoint. After I take the beach, that's what I want to do. I definitely want the Kalashnikov. I don't want a SKS. That's semi-automatic. An AK-74 with the GP-25, the grenade launcher. And look at our little cute Makarov. That's all we got as options. But we do have ammo. Oh, I'm taking the RPG, and I'm taking a med bag. My objective is to take this beach and then the bridge. Spencer Mills! One thing to remember, though, is that we do have a brief strategic advantage, and that's the element of surprise. But I can't find where the big guns are. Hey, there they are. All right. I'm the PT-76. Ooh, and I do have the option to repair this thing. Oh, I hurt myself. Now, naturally, I'm not going to be as fast as that landing craft. That looked like a combination of SKSs and AK-47, 74s. The beaches are being held, but I guess the only troops that were defending when we were taking over were in the tree line? Wait, oh, that was just a stump. No shots are being exchanged. The flags are dropping. We're already bringing this one up. And look at that, that's a Humvee with a tow missile on it. This thing is slow.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Look at this. Hello there, friend. Dude, the little tank boat. Oh, I love it. So I think it's clear that we're gonna take the landing. So what I wanna try instead is I'm gonna take some Spetsnaz soldiers. And we're going up. Oh, get on the boat. Yes. All right, boys. No, I need one more. Yes. All right, so it's just, I guess there's only 5 of us. But here, we're gonna get a nice profile view of these landing craft. I wonder what the like plot armor is that allowed us to sneakily land off the coast here without being spotted at all. Because I'm pretty sure that like in Wolverines, or Red Dawn rather, they were used aircraft and paratroopers, and then they crossed through Mexico, I thought. So this should be a pretty cool little landing. I'm really hoping that we're able to do this. Because, oh, those are the guard towers. They're not going to suspect it, especially if we, well, we open fire, guys. All right, boys, let's do this. His name is Guard, and he was doing his job. All right, so this should be the bridge. It's either that or trying to take their motor pool. You know what? We're going to go take the motor pool. Last time, one dude with an M60 stopped us. The terrain looks less than forgiving in terms of, like, I should be able to get enough speed and beach this thing, no problem. It looks like it's going to get really bad soon, so we got to go up now. Ugh! All right, boys. Regroup on me. Exit the Marlin. Regroup. They're like, no, we're not regrouping. They won't even follow my basic commands. I feel pretty special forces right now because, like, there's no... Oh, hold on. There is an APC. Do not fire. I wish I could tell them. Go slow and stealthy. I think they're shooting at us. Guys, I don't know if this is going to work. I've got our RPG ready. Switching back to the AK-74. I see. First shot's fired. Oh, he's shooting tracers through the freaking tent? Entangle? That's illegal. All right, let's see what vehicles we have available to us on the beach. Where's that huge... Wait a minute. Are you... That's an enemy. Eat a grenade. I killed a blondie. Blondie, you're under arrest. Humvee is mine now. I'm not finding any real armor to use. I'm gonna go see what's available at the other beach. In an American Humvee that I commandeered. GTA 6 at home edition. Where are those armored vehicles that I was seeing? I'm hearing a lot of what I think is SKS fire. All right, there's a PT-76 in the field. I'm like the command vehicle. I just got hit by something, but I don't know what it was. Yeah, imagine if there was just like 10 to 12 of these things spread out, firing as they slowly move up this field. All right, I'm taking command. I see one hiding behind this fence. The spread on this gun is wild. Tugboat. Dead. All right. If we can take... This is the, like, National Guard Depot, we're going to call it. Because I don't see any other thing. Keep doing it, boys. Keep fighting the good fight. Oh, sorry, bud. Keep fighting the good fight. I got to repair. Yeah, so this tank is not good in, like, tank fights, but it's great when you need a tank to float. So in those rare situations when you're doing an amphibious landing that's hotly contested, these things would have done pretty well, I think. All right, we're sneaking in here. We're overrunning the depot. I guess this is like a farm area. I just got rocked. There's someone over here. Wait, what's that? That's not friendly. Nor is it friendly to keep shooting a down troop, but you know what? All is fair in love and war, and it ain't lovey-dovey around here. Hold on. What are you guys doing? They're really using the force to maneuver around us. I guess that's pretty brilliant. And that's what you would expect from people fighting in their home ground. Was that a tank? All right, boys, let's just overrun this position. There's a tank guarding it. Oh, I got rocked. All right, we damaged it, but I got hit really, really hard. VIFV FSV Woody. I'm getting lit up from behind. Is that a, tell me that's not a tank. Wait, that was friendly fire. I almost lit that guy up in protest to my demise. Oh, we got hit by a law. I don't know if we're gonna be able to retake that position. If I had a Hind helicopter, I could fly it in, but like, look at this, man. Hopefully this wasn't the only Soviet invasion. Unless, of course, I'm an American defending, then I hope it would be, because we repulsed it. And even playing as the Soviets, we were inadequate at securing the long-term objectives here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.